Hi, this is Craig Ballantyne from TurbulenceTraining.com and TTMembers.com, and this is the November 2007 workout. It's called the Turbulence Training Gain Muscle, Lose Fat workout. It's going back to basics, a lot of dumbbell exercises, really focusing on building muscle and boosting your metabolism during this time of the year when you're going to be eating a little extra with Thanksgiving, with holiday parties, and Halloween. So we're going to start with a warm-up. Bodyweight warm-up a little bit longer than past workouts. I've been trying to get a bit more bodyweight exercises into the warm-up to prepare you better for the workout. And you'll notice then from this bodyweight circuit that you are sweating a bit more and you are going to be sweating throughout the workout a lot more just because you're doing more at the start to get prepared. Okay, so we're going to start with a T-squat. Feet are about shoulder width apart, hands are up out so you look like a T, and just squatting down and up. Keep those shoulder blades together at the back. And then move immediately into a new exercise. I call this a downward dog push-up. So you're going to start in that downward dog position, hips up towards the ceiling, keeping those heels towards the ground, and then really leaning forward into it. So you're going to really warm up your upper back, bring your shoulder blades together, and then we're just going to drop our hips down, stretch through the abdominals, and then back up. And so you're just going to go through that 6 times. A good stretch, and good for the upper back as well. And then you're going to go into a stick-up exercise, up against the wall, tucking the elbows in and up. So your hips, shoulder blades, and head, elbows, shoulders, and wrists are against the wall at all times. Then you're going to move into a Sumo Squat. So you can have your hands up just in front, or you can have them in a prisoner stance position, and basically wider than shoulder width apart. Push your hips back, and you stretch through the groin a bit. And you're able to push your hips back more when you have that wider stance. It's a little bit more of a natural movement. Then you're going to go into what I call a cross crawl. So arms up overhead, knee to elbow, keeping your other arm straight up in the air and your torso upright. Just alternating sides there. Then we're going to go into a one-leg Romanian deadlift to stretch the hamstring. You can use your hands there for balance in front. Drive that other foot behind you, stretching through the hamstring. And what you're trying to do there is push your hip back, maintain a stationary position with your knee. The more you can make that, increase that distance, the more stretch you're going to get. And then we're going to finish that off with just a close grip push-up as the last warm-up exercise. And you go through that warm-up circuit 2 times, and then be ready for the workouts. And do that before workouts A, B, and C. This is workout A from the November 2007 workout, and you're going to do a superset to start off of dumbbell presses and dumbbell squats, or you can use a barbell bench press in place of the dumbbell chest press, or a snatch grip deadlift in place of the dumbbell squat. So if you're training at a gym that has a barbell, you can use those exercises. So just make sure you pair one of the presses with one of the lower body pulling exercises. So dumbbell chest press, flat press, pressing the dumbbells up and in. So down and out, up and in. I'm going to do a 3-second lowering phase, whether you'd use dumbbells or bench press. And then you're going to go into dumbbell squat. If you use the dumbbells, just squatting down from the side, we're going to try and get all the way down to parallel while keeping our back flat, not letting it round forward. So that's the first superset if you're using dumbbells. For the first superset, you can also use the bench press in place of the dumbbell flat press. So with the bench press set up, you're going to pull the bar out of the racks. Obviously I don't have them right here, but I'm set up for the bench press now with my hands slightly closer in than most people bench press with, so I'm inside the rings with my hands, and I'm going to tuck my elbows into the side, lower the bar to my chest, and push up. So 3 seconds on the way down and up. And the reason we have our hands in a little closer and our elbows tucked into our side, it takes the stress off the shoulders, puts a little more work on the triceps and shoulder muscles, but it takes stress off the shoulder joint. And in superset 1, you can also use a snatch grip deadlift instead of a regular dumbbell squat. So if you know how to deadlift, if you have a bar and you have the weights at home or at your gym, you can do this. Make sure that when you do deadlift that you're always using full-size plates. Otherwise, if you use smaller plates, it requires you to go down further and probably lose your form. So with the snatch grip, we're going to do the opposite of what we did with the bench press. We're going to take our hands outside of the main rings on the bar. So it's a wider grip, works the upper back more. Keep that bar very close to you as you take it down and up. And the hand position, the wide hand position, is going to be harder for you to hold a lot of weight. So you won't be using as much weight as a regular deadlift. Therefore, it's also good because it's going to take out some of the risk of injury. So you can use the snatch grip deadlift or the dumbbell squat as the second exercise in the first superset. In the second superset of workout A, you're going to pair dumbbell incline press with a dumbbell row. It's a superset you've seen quite a few times in the turbulence training workouts, but it's there for a reason. It's just two basic exercises that work a lot of muscle mass and does a lot of great stuff for you. So we're going to do dumbbell incline press first. And then move immediately into a single arm dumbbell row. And this works great in a busy gym because you just are using one bench. You don't have to jump from equipment to equipment. So keep your back flat, row that dumbbell up. All repetitions for one side, and then switch over the other. And we'll show you that from the side a little bit more. So your back is flat like a table, rowing that up. So it's a real good strong position. I mean, it's a total body exercise when you get down there. If you're using a weight that challenges you for 8 repetitions, you can use a lot of weight, and it's really going to gas you at the end. I've worked with a lot of clients who really dreaded this exercise because it just works them to fatigue so well. In the final superset of workout A, we're going to pair 2 bodyweight exercises, push-ups and inverted rows. Now we're going to do a little bit of a variation on the push-ups. You're already going to be very fatigued from the bench press or the dumbbell chest press and then the incline press. So you're not going to get a whole lot of push-ups, and we're going to make them even harder by having you pause for 1 second in the bottom position. So regular push-up stance, pausing for 1 second at the bottom. That's a great way for beginners to improve their push-up strength, is to add a pause at the bottom or in the middle of the push-ups. So even if you're not using this in this particular superset, if you're using push-ups in some other way of training, you can do that if you're a beginner and want to improve your push-ups. After you do the push-ups, you're going to move into the inverted rows. We're going to use an underhand grip this time to work our biceps a bit and pull ourselves up. Really squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back in this position. And that's the end of the workout, and you're going to have an incredible arm pump from doing only pushing and pulling exercises. You'll really be surprised by it, but it's a classic turbulence training workout that will give you muscle gaining benefits and also help you burn fat by boosting your metabolism. So you're going to finish with interval training, and then that's it. Take a day off and come back for workout B.